Xin chào các khán giả của K+. Liverpool và Manchester City có thể nói là cặp đấu đời hay nhất của Ngoại hạng Anh cũng như trên toàn thế giới. Chúng ta sắp được chiêm ngưỡng điều này vào Chủ nhật ngày 10 tháng 11 tới đây. Ngày hôm nay thì tôi có dịp ngồi cùng huyền thoại Steve McManaman. Ông từng là tiền vệ của Liverpool và Manchester City và không còn gì ý nghĩa và thú vị hơn khi chúng ta được lắng nghe một cựu danh thủ của cả hai đội bóng nhận định về trận đấu này. So hello Steve McManaman. So thank you for joining us today. And we all looking forward to the big game between Liverpool and Manchester City next weekend.
Yeah.
So first of all, would you have an idea on the performance of both teams last weekend?
Last weekend, both teams were, like they have been, were excellent. Both teams were losing at half time, but their mentality at the moment is very strong. And Manchester City scored earlier in their game, so you always knew that they were going to win. Liverpool scored really late on against Aston Villa, the two goals, and got the right result. Both teams are very strong, both teams are in very good form, very confident. So the game on Sunday should be a fantastic game.
So Manchester City and Liverpool finished the previous season with the gap of only 1 point. And now the gap is 6 points and in favor of Liverpool. So would you think that Liverpool is improving a lot, but Manchester City are going the opposite way?
No, I think Liverpool are improving a lot. I think Manchester City are still absolutely fine. If anything, they've just had a number of injuries, which has inhibited their team slightly. But I don't think they're going the other way. I still think they're a fantastic team. And I think, without being disrespectful to the other sides in the English Premier League, is that the only two teams capable of winning the league are Liverpool and Manchester City, and it's shown that already.
And so Liverpool looks more adventurous in the way of game approaching so far this season, and it has paid off. So do you think so? Do you share the same idea?
Well, I think Liverpool were brilliant last year. I don't think there's been a significant change this year. It's principally the same type of player. They haven't really brought any players into the team that they didn't have last year. They got 96 points last year and they lost once, and they've started the season exactly the same way. If anything, Manchester City's level has dropped because, as I said to you before, they've probably got a couple of injury problems. But it just shows you how important it is to keep everybody fit and to keep all your main players very fit, and that's probably the only difference at the moment between Liverpool and Manchester City.
Yes, and Liverpool are good in many aspects, including physical, and they score more goals than any others in last 50 minutes and getting points from behind. So it is because of its Premier League trophy hunger and win or nothing this season, given that Mr. Klopp said he would stay outside of football soon?
Well, no, I think when you're a Premier League footballer and you play for somebody like Liverpool, you want to be successful. You want to win the trophies every single year. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to do that when there's other teams available. But the fact that Liverpool won their first trophy last year under Jurgen Klopp, and it was the Champions League, and they performed so well in the Premier League, I think they're a lot more confident this year, maybe, and maybe that will help them to try and win the Premier League this year. But still, Manchester United are an incredible football team. Manchester City, are an incredible football team, and this game at the weekend will determine what happens going forward. If Liverpool win, they'll go 9 points clear. Of course, if Manchester City win, they'll be only 3 points. So this game has got a huge amount of importance on it.
And Anfield sounds like unbreakable stadium, and having had play here for hundreds of games at home and away too. And what is the secret?
The secret is it's a fantastic stadium which harnesses a really raucous atmosphere. The Liverpool fans are very passionate, they're very loud, they're noisy. They wave a lot of flags and banners, so it's a really special atmosphere, and they fully get behind their team. And when they're playing very well, it's a very hard place if you're the opposition, it's a very hard place to go and get a result because of you know, the atmosphere is so passionate and so vibrant and so noisy, so hostile for the opposition.
So nowadays, so how do you feel about the audience?
Brilliant. I mean, it's a fantastic. When you go and watch Liverpool now in a game, it's an unforgettable experience, and that's why it's very, very difficult to get a ticket to watch Liverpool, because everybody wants to go, albeit watching a football match is expensive. You cannot buy a ticket for a Liverpool game because there's so many people want to go into the stadium.
So do you still feel now you are a Liverpudlian than a citizen?
Well, yeah, because
And do you think the trio Salah, Mane and Firmino is the best in league now, and Manchester City attackers are around?
Yes, because I think we know Liverpool's front three, and they will continue to play. I don't know who will play for Manchester City. I think it'll be Raheem Sterling, Sergio Aguero, and another, whether that's Bernardo Silva or Mahrez. But I think when you look at Liverpool, you know that the front three will play all the time, and the fact that they're so dangerous and they're scoring so many goals, that trio are very, very effective.
So do you think like Roberto and Arnold from Liverpool's winger are the best?
Yeah, are the best. As a three, they're very dangerous. But whether you think they're better than Raheem Sterling and Sergio Aguero is another thing. It's just a person. bigger game, much bigger game, and the atmosphere is more hostile, and it's there's more pressure on them because of this circumstances. But I think, as in the best teams playing each other, it's definitely Liverpool and Manchester City. They're the two standout teams. When you look across European football and the way the leagues are turning out, apart from maybe Juventus, Inter Milan, but actually Liverpool and Manchester City are more consistent. So these are the two best teams around when they're playing each other on Sunday.
Yeah, so the last question, that would you mind saying a greeting, a warm greeting for Vietnamese people?
Hello Vietnam, you're watching the Premier League only on K+.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, thank you.